before we get to the fun of Basel in Miami and oh my God, everyone's having the time of their life, which I didn't go to. Let's talk about more bad news. No, it's not actually bad news. So there was crazy controversy that was going down, and it actually did open up, in my opinion, a lot of really good artistic conversations. Whereas an artist put out a piece of art, they said it was a painting. No, it wasn't. And the group chat started exploding with, no, it's not. And then the debate of, do you call someone out if it's AI or not? Do you have to share your process and prove it's AI or not? Every time I put out a piece of art, do I need to prove to you it's not AI? Do you need to hide if you're AI or not? And it was, it was fun. I was having a ball reading messages for like 1 hour straight scrolling, But
my favorite part about this viral tweet is Loki calling out the people that didn't know it was AI. Like Kath and Bruno and ACK. Really just solid troll move right there. I just really appreciated that.
How did people know it was AI though?
By looking at it.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like AI
Can
art
I
is
see
so.
it?
No.
Can I see it?
Okay, wait. I gotta find the real one. Fuck, I can't find the real one. Oh man, so if you actually looked at it, I mean, there's classic stuff. There's 6 fingers, right, on the front of the hand.
Where is?
I mean,
where's
I'm being
the
honest.
piece?
There's.
What's the piece? Can we see it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. The problem is, scroll up.
Oh, did she delete
Scroll
it?
down. No, everything's being deleted. See, every post unavailable. I saved so many tweets today, and they're all being deleted, showing it. There it is. There you go. That was it. Right?
Show us the 6 fingers.
Who thought that was real?
ACK.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, so there's this obviously exploded a bunch of different conversations here, right? So first of all, people who got mad about this turned into pure anti-AI haters, and that got kind of nasty, right? Because someone goes, "It's AI." Exactly, it's AI. They're all scammers. Every AI is a scammer. See, Claire Silver, I told you were a scammer. It's like, what? I told you I'm doing AI, scammer. And then, other people were kind of triggered by the fact of, do you need to worry about the process? Right?
No.
How do you? That's
No.
I don't think you. Have
I don't
to.
think Patrick thinks that, but
Patrick,
Yeah, you do.
yeah, see,
why?
that's why I put them both on stage. Okay.
Look,
Do you have to publish all the software that you use to?
if
make
you have
the
a
painting?
technology that can copy everything,
No,
and
no,
then
I'm
you have
asking-
people
no,
out
no,
there,
I'm asking.
You have somebody out here saying, "I
you
painted this," right?
Do you?
And a bunch of
Did,
people
wait,
bidding
did they
on
say
it, and
that?
you
Did they try
Yes,
to say
they did.
it was? Okay, well that's different. Sorry.
You can't do that with other tools.
So they said that they painted this.
They said
Yes.
they painted this.
Okay, that's different. That's
With,
lying.
did they say with AI?
That's just
I
lying.
painted it
No.
with AI.
No, they went even. They
AI.
did. Truthfully, they went even
wait
worse.
a
They
minute.
said, "Here was the sketch. Here was the semi-half product. Here was the full thing." Which they were.
No,
It was.
Wait a
There's a
minute.
whole other level in there too. The first defense was, "No, I got Procreate brushes." And you just see it like getting worse and worse. It's
Well, that's
like,
just lying.
Own up to it.
That's lying.
Own up to it. Yeah. But no, that's the thing with AI, right? I mean, we're entering an era where you can fake art, you can fake videos, you can fake content.
Why is this fake?
I don't know.
You can
I don't
duplicate-
know. It's not.
We have
that's
so
not
much
true.
misinformation that's coming our way, not just in art, but with everything else because of AI. I think just culturally, we need to be able to really identify and address, hey, this is AI, this is not AI, so we can kind of sort through what's real and what's not.
No, but
AI is a
I
tool.
don't agree.
AI
He
is
wants
a
us to
tool.
scan our eyeballs.
AI is a tool. But if you're doing something like this and saying I painted this and you didn't,
Well, that's
no, you can't do that.
That's
So-
that's a specific situation.
Wait, real quick.
But
Yeah.
do you publish all the software that you
I'm just gonna
use?
assume everything is AI unless you tell me it's not AI.
I think that's a better way to do it.
Sure, do that.
Yeah.
Because can y'all hear me?
Oh,
Ed
yeah.
only
Oh,
uses
yeah. Ed in the
AI. By
house,
the way,
let's go.
Ed only uses AI. That's-
It's a pure AI artist, and let's be shows us. We need time lapses. Sorry.
But I would like to use AI. Yeah, I've had this conversation with a few people and collectors, and I don't know, it's not everyone is in agreement with you, Pat. I'm sure you probably thought.
Imagine that.
I kind of thought
It's working.
I mean, I don't know. I was also under the whole thing of like, yeah, people should say that they're using AI, and then, a few other conversations was like, well, I don't really care. I mean, collectors were like, I don't really care as long as the product is good, right? I'm here for.
Sounds like they bought it already.
I mean, no, it's actually not. But I think there's a lot of people that actually are pro AI and they don't really care. And if they are, most likely their conclusion would be, I don't need to know, it's AI. And so I guess when it comes to presenting art, when it comes to your pieces, you're not saying, hey, this is a so-and-so piece. You just say this is a piece.
No, I'm like,
And-
hey, this is oil on canvas with spray paint, like mixed digitally.
Okay,
like,
but when
you
it
just
comes
like
to your
detail
glitch-
like what it is.
No, Patrick, I need more settings then. I need to hear like, okay, this is Adobe, here's the filters, here's the settings. I don't believe you right now.
Yeah.
I need to
This is
see
a
prompt I
numbers.
use.
I need to see stats.
Okay, it's actually all AI.
I don't know. Like it did bring this interesting question where it's like, oh, maybe you don't need to present what you're using to showcase the art, right? It should be enough. But I do understand from the artist perspective, just like, yo, that's not fair. I don't know. It's this thing about it's not fair, but I also think the world is moving, and if we're pro AI, this is kind of where the world is moving to. So maybe, I mean, for the time being, I guess it is cool and nice for someone that is using AI to say, hey, this is AI. But
I don't disagree with you, and here's why. The majority of AI uses are immaterial, right? The majority is like, oh, you use this to like edit this little thing over here,
Yeah.
like you'd use a Photoshop tool. Like it's not. There's on the other side. There's the people like Lila or whoever that was, like saying, hey, I painted this,
and so
it's
yeah,
just straight AI,
and maybe
right. So that you can't, in that case, right? Like we want to try to avoid those scenarios and just make people more aware of that,
Yeah.
to think about that first. But no, I don't think you have to. I just think that the whole idea in the space that your process is some sort of secret formula is just straight amateur hour, though, right? Like you should be able to talk about your process and be able to defend being like, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, and not have to say like, well, in this last piece, I'm not going to tell you about because you'll copy me or something. You
So
know, like
I do wanna
it's not
find-
how it works in art. You know, it's just amateur to see in NFTs.
So I do want to fight against that. I disagree with that. But however, Zion, you got something too? Hey, Troy, can you hand the mic over real fast? Thank you. See, we're hopefully.
Who's the artist, AI or the human?
What's that again?
Who's the artist, AI or the human?
I don't know.
That's right.
What's wrong with an AI artist?
What if
They're
I
cool.
say, hey, will you paint this picture for me? Did I paint it or did you paint it?
You painted it.
He's talking to another
You told him how to
person.
paint it.
But are you? Yeah.
Depends on
They're
which
not a
artist you
person.
ask in the space.
So I just kind of want to bring a slight perspective to what you were saying. So I do think you should kind of make it visible and known to people that it is AI, right? So think about whenever you're walking through an art gallery, and there's that small display that describes not just the painting, but gives you the title and basically what the artists use in a very short, brief description on what they use to kind of execute that painting, right? No one's going to shun you for being honest. And at the end of the day, a lot of the times when it comes to AI art, it's a lot of prompts. I'm not taking away from the fact that it takes a lot of work to understand how to really execute that properly, but someone that's actually taking the tools necessary to whatever it is that you use, whether it's physical items or digital, AI in comparison to someone who uses maybe an iPad, for example, and that's very basic, I think you should make people know, hey, this is AI or this is something that I hand-drawn. Took me 25 hours or however long to create.
So
No notes. Absolutely correct.
okay, so
I
that's
think
great. I'll fight with
artists-
both.
You
of
agree with
And
me?
you're a
Okay, so
painting.
I'll fight.
Yeah.
Now I'll fight with. I'll fight with both of you now.
There's someone
okay?
else in the back. There's someone else in the back that wants to say
Hi,
something.
I think artists are allowed to lie and steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I like
that's
that.
been tradition since forever. Like there have been paintings where people revered how wonderful they were, and then it turned out like 100 years later they used some kind of old-timey projector to cheat pretty much. And I think that's allowed.
Totally.
Yeah. By the way, I've been in artist spaces that are well known. They sell pieces for hundreds, if not millions, of dollars. And I used to date a woman who used to paint his backgrounds. And so a lot of artists do. This is not like a single situation. This is like
You dated multiple girls? Sorry, I'm sorry.
I did her and then my wife. That's it. That's it.
Beautiful.
No, but a lot
Good
of
answer.
huge painters. There's actually someone in the cult who works for a famous artist, and they have teams of people painting for them. Do they say, me and a half a dozen of my people that I pay like $5 an hour? Do we all paint
Well,
this
they shouldn't
together?
be paying.
Hell
yes,
no!
some
They shouldn't be
people
paying
do.
us
It's
$5.
like many
Yes.
don't, but many
Yeah, they
don't.
do.
This
Well,
is
they should.
absolutely totally common, normal, express practice. There's nothing new about this at all. Damien Hirst hasn't touched a paintbrush or anything else in 20
Okay,
years.
so
That's because he's
Right?
putting sheep in
It's
formaldehyde.
still-
It's
still
different.
his work. Yeah, and he still fires everybody as soon as COVID starts because he's an asshole. But Yeah, no,
So
that's
does that
totally
prove my
that's totally
point?
normal. But we all know this. It's just
No,
like,
you know it. You're an
talk
artist. No
about
one
your
knows
process.
shit.
Okay, wait,
They look
okay.
at the picture.
Real quick, here's
no
the
one
problem,
knows
okay?
the inside of the art world.
I guarantee if I could go right here on the Venice Boardwalk right now. I can grab 3 nerds and I can show them 3 pictures and say, this is AI. What do you think about it? And then I show 3 new people and say, this isn't AI. What do you think about it? They say AI, they go, yeah, okay, whatever. They don't think it's AI. They think, oh, it's actually not that bad. People's perception based off the process affects so much of how they see it. You tell someone this was easy, they go, that's good art. You tell someone, dude, have you seen this? It was insane. It took 1,000,000 hours. They don't even, before they even see it, they go, ooh, what is it? We're fucking stupid. We're so biased. Everything is biased. And the problem is, if you start telling people the process, no matter where they go, it's not AI. Okay, guess what? That will be over soon. The whole way AI is progressing is based off tricking us.
It's all gray area, right? Like there's different scenarios. But there's one. I think there's one test that applies. If somebody needs to know something and it would affect their decision to purchase it, they should know the thing. In the case of this painting, if somebody knew that was just all AI, it would affect their decision to purchase it. If you're editing
Not
a
in 10 years.
background or manipulating an image or like whatever else, it's just an immaterial part of it, and they don't need to know that, and it's still going to be good either way. They don't need to know it, right?
Okay.
Not
So-
all,
I think
not all art's
that's why
about
people don't want to reveal it's
People
AI
need to know
because
material facts.
The value goes down when you say that.
But
if
for
they-
now,
If you're hiding something
now.
that would drop the value of something if they
That
knew
too.
it, you should tell them that thing. Otherwise, you're not being honest. You're being
No,
a scammer.
I agree. My problem with AI is it ethically sourced? Like, what are the images? Like, who are we grabbing it from?
Ah, yeah.
Like, no one's
Everyone-
talking about the
Oh, I
step
like
before
that.
the
The
step.
entire
They're just
internet.
like, well, it looks like art, but where are you pulling the art from?
We're CCO boys, okay?
Well, if it was on blockchain,
all art's
Of course
free.
you are, yeah.
If it was
Steal
on
it all.
If it was
If
on
you're
blockchain, we would
using
know, and then
AI
we would be able to give those artists residuals.
Well, if you're using AI, like AI is a super tool, and if you're using AI to make regular art that you could already make anyways, why are you using AI as a super tool? Like, I want to see artwork that blows my fucking mind because it's made with AI, because you could do literal, like, millions of hours in human progression in AI in seconds. Like, I should be seeing things that make me question what God is with AI artwork. That would be dank AI art, not something that you could already replicate as a human.
It's also like understand that everything that we think and everything that we act and wear is borrowed from each other in some way, and we're shaping. So I do agree with Patrick that it will affect. I just know, is it? Oh, I'll pay $1 million for that. Oh, it's that. All right, how about I give you $500,000? Like, if you want to know, should they let you know? If they should. That's a different story than making them. I don't know if I can enforce that or it's going to happen. So there's this thing that, like, we steal things from each other, and sometimes that's called flattery. But in general, like, I want to dress like you. It happens all the time. But in this case, when it has to do with money, because people lie on Tinder, right? And you just do it. But like, when you're purchasing something,
lie on there?
You kind of want to know where this comes from. If you're into mystery, then don't ask. But then that's up to you and the buyer.
So real quick, we're going to go to this 1 second. Real quick, I do disagree with this fundamental premise of like, okay, if it's going to affect how I value the art, right? So if you told it was AI, me as a collector, oh my God, I feel tricked. That's not an indictment on the artist. That's an indictment on the collector. That's a person who is, okay, then what are you collecting it for? Are you collecting it based off the process? That's what you're investing in?
No. Okay.
More, I need more. And
No, it's not the value to a collector. It's just the value of the art. If you see a piece of art and you look at it, you're like, that is a good piece of art in your estimation or not.
Yes.
It's not necessarily the value. If you don't say it's AI and it's AI, right? If that's a good piece of art, it might change, right? I feel like you need to let people know if there's a material thing that impacts if it's good art or not. Like this piece right here, like whatever this rehashing of some Venus painting through AI is trash. Unless you actually did that by hand, and they didn't. But they lied about it.
it's trash if it's by hand too, but okay. Here, real quick.
But if you really think that someone just painted that,
I don't
then
think-
that's
and also,
really
you can pull it
stupid.
out too, the mic too.
We have a list of 4 people.
Yeah.
I don't think the price
Real
should
quick.
be based on the process. Like as a graphic designer, I know I'll charge the same for a logo that I designed in 5 minutes versus like five months. And that's just because the end product is worth that much. If it is trash because it's AI, then it's just trash. But it could be trash if someone painted it too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
not
think
about the process.
And also, there's something to be said about using tools. Like I'm sure in the 60s when they came out with, computers, people were like, you can't use computers to do graphic design. That's cheating.
How about photographs?
Exactly, yeah.
You know art
That kind of
history.
thing.
Like what
yeah,
happened
but
with
then it created its own vertical.
Exactly.
And what if AI does that?
Which is great.
That's why we need to know what's what.
That's a really good
sorry about
point.
that.
Damn it.
I think the true art here that we're all missing on is the incredible engagement farming this person did. This is like,
For sure.
this is trolling and engagement farming at its finest. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, we should respect a graphic designer, but this person is just lying and bullshitting to get engagement, and they did a great job at that. And we should celebrate that.
But
'cause
that's
they're
only
doing a good job.
You're right, but
Hell
that's only good if they want to have a
Like that.
career in that angle, in that slant.
Says the villain.
Other than that, if you're not having if you're not a troll in general, and that's your legs of your subsistence, then you fucking lied, and
Yeah.
that's why we're talking.
I agree
all
with you.
press
I was
is
just
good
referring
press.
to
It
the
does not
animal.
work in a reputational based system.
Okay, so I will say one last thing before I move on. I will say if someone is able to trick someone for a significantly long enough a time, like 10 years, that people don't know it's AI, and you go, it was AI, I got you. That's going to be the best piece of art of all time. It's going to be worth way more than the other art because they tricked you, right?
No.
I do believe
Because
that
it's
here.
a good concept that was well executed in your scenario.
There we go.
I just want to be clear.
Okay, we're in.
I want to be clear. I only called Turk a villain because he looks like a villain, not because he is a villain.
He does have a
He's a
little
lovely,
white
he's a
dog that
lovely
he pets
human being.
during the show.
We love Turk. Let's give a round of applause for Turk.
Yeah, there you go. It's okay.
Hold on, I want to yell at Major in chat because he said Jeff Goldman has lofty visions for
Goldblum.
AI train. Sorry, Goldblum for AI train on internet shitposts, and like it's true, but literally with the future of AI, like we should be pushing for insane things that could be made. It is a super tool that will combine like peak humanity. Like there's no reason we should be doing internet shitposts with AI. That's the point. We should go beyond that.
No, it's purpose
Another
is
good analogy.
shitposting.
Sorry.
I want to hear this.
The purpose is shitposting. That's why Dolly was created.
But to elaborate a little bit more on what you were talking about, Batoshi, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, AI, it's so much easier. You're able to do things so much quickly. But being able to build things a lot more, you know, in a complicated and elaborate manner is something that we should be focusing on. Let's take the piano, for instance. Much easier to play a scale on the piano than to play another scale, perhaps on the violin or the guitar. But so, since it's so much easier, and it's just a matter of pressing the note, we've got 10 fingers, we've got 88 keys, we better fucking use that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm fucking talking about.
Thank you.